My name is Larry Rodriguez. I've been writing statements on behalf of the Chevron Evans for 9 years, 6 months. He's being sexually molested and robbed. I copped from Houston, Texas. I'm at the hospital now. I'm about to get discharged. It's May 26th, about 3 p.m. And they made out the paperwork for me to get discharged. There's a camera here. There's no telling that when I get discharged, that somebody's come sit in this room in here, right, and portray me in disguise. I'm not sure. I didn't make no video conferences here while at the hospital. And there's a possibility that the cops from Houston, Texas may have had somebody who cross over there when the nurse came in here with that paperwork to try to get a picture of me signing papers so they can say I was signing some other papers. Additionally, I got a phone call, one of them stupid phone calls, which requires me to say no or yes. It slipped my mind. I said no, bye. I said no and bye. So I don't know what it was about. I didn't get a phone call from nobody, and I didn't talk to nobody except a person in relation to medical and health services, nothing else. In relation to me, not in relation to the Chevron Everest. I don't know where the Chevron Everest is. Please find the Chevron Everest and let me know where she's at. I need to find her. I want to see if she's okay. The cops from Houston, Texas, they continue to rob me. Why is the government letting them rob me? They're not surveilling me for reasons of fighting crime. They're robbing me. There's been like maybe 30 or 50 100 credit cards given to me. They all share them. They share them amongst themselves, and they give it to their accomplice, so their accomplice could take the weight for it. Then they get their accomplice to come around me and look at me in their face, so they can say I gave it to their accomplice and I spend all the money. Where's the money? Where do you say the money is made? I go to churches to eat food at the end of the month when my SSI check runs out. I want all the money these cops stole from me from them credit cards. I don't care if they're cops. They robbed me. They committed a crime. I don't care if they have it, don't have it. I sell their house, their car, and get my money plus interest. They weren't supposed to rob it. They weren't supposed to touch it. They were able to do all these things because they got all my information. Because I got access to my social security number and all my personal records through the computers and the government. And the government allows them to do it. So the government is liable too. Because the government knew months ago what these cops were doing. They didn't stop them. I'm not committing crimes. I'm getting discharged from the hospital now. Where's the Chevron? I feel like I'm all alone in this world now. All I got is a bunch of cops following me everywhere I go. I don't even have Chevron Evans no more. And these cops, they come around me and go like ghosts. I never practiced occultism or anything like that in my life. Why do I got all these cops around me, invisible? Some of them is dead because they're grounds. Shadow people. And I don't know if that's a special unit in the police criminal justice system, and they send these guys after me, and these shadow people that claiming to be cops that are trying to set me up, they're retarded. They don't think right. There's something wrong with them. I want them away from me. What are you trying to do to me? What am I, public enemy number one? Why do you have these people following me everywhere I go? I don't get no rest. They follow me in my circumference. They walk through the walls. Oh, you think I'm insane? I'll show you how they walk through walls. Half the world is walking through walls these days, going into people's homes and taking everything they own. So you know I'm not lying. What am I going to do? I didn't give away none of the gifts that Sharon Everest gave to me. I didn't sign no papers in relation to gifts that Sharon Everest gave to me. I didn't sign no papers in relation to credit cards they gave to me. Nobody gave me a credit card. I didn't sign no papers in relation to giving somebody else a credit card. How can I give somebody else a credit card if nobody else gave me a credit card? The cops from Houston, Texas, the fat bald-headed one. He goes, yeah, he's playing psychological games with me. He's gay. He's a gay man. He imposed his gay preference on me, and I told him no. And he's upset about that. Now, he's stalking me with some kind of retarded attraction. I'm being groomed to kill. How much nonsense do you think that I can take? Why are these idiots following me? Why do they have people that are not cops following me, putting shit in my head, putting shit in my rectum, pulling the hairs of my rectum out? Because these cops tell them to do it. They tell them where I live when I move. They tell them where to put shit. They tell them all that. And the government sanctioned these cops to follow me around. And the cops government is aware of what these cops is doing to me for years, and the government is not doing nothing about it. What does that mean? That means that the cops from Houston, Texas are principal actors. That means that the government of the cops from Houston, Texas are principal actors in this. Respondent superior. I'm not committing crimes. I didn't have no TV conference with nobody in relation to any of the gifts that Sharon Everest gave to me. I didn't have no video conference in relation to the gifts or the credit cards. I didn't sign away no gifts that the Sharon Everest gave to me. None of that. Cops from Houston, Texas is liars. They lie right in your face. My name is Larry Rodriguez. Please find the Sharon Everest and place it under the protection of the federal government. Thank you.